work hard, like, I mean, every waking hour. That's the thing I would say.
I would follow my passion. You don't want to take a job just for the money. You really want to be excited when you get out of bed every morning.
Never chase the hot thing, whatever it is. That's like trying to catch the wave, and you'll never catch it. You need to position yourself and wait for the wave. And the way you do that is you pick something you're passionate about.
Many notable success stories began in failure. Henry Ford went bankrupt before starting the Ford Motor Company. Thomas Edison and his colleagues tested thousands of materials before creating the carbon filament light bulb. J.K. Rowling received 12 rejections before the first Harry Potter book was published. These are inspiring examples, but why did these individuals ultimately succeed when so many others never managed to get past their failing phase? Hello there, guys, and welcome back to Groundedvirals. Today's video will help you to set up your goals and achieve success in your life. Why do only 1% of people succeed in life? Many people wonder how they can become highly successful, not realizing that they hold within them everything they need to achieve all of the success they desire. Successful people are where they are today because of their habits. Habits determine 95% of a person's behavior. Everything that you are today and everything that you will ever accomplish is determined by the quality of the habits that you form. By creating good habits and adopting positive behavior, you too can become successful and live a prosperous life. Becoming wealthy and leaving an impact on the world is not an easy feat. If it were, everyone would go around doing it. At that point, it would not be much of an accomplishment at all. Rather, being extremely successful requires an extreme amount of work, especially when there is nobody looking. The best people have developed habits that help them reach their goals. These routines are not necessarily challenging to form, but they take consistent effort over extended periods of time. Creating these tendencies in your own life will propel your success. Real success advice from actual successful people. Martha Stewart, founder of Martha Stewart Living on the Media, advised that with your personal characteristics, you could, if you set your mind to it, do anything you chose. Jim Kim, president of the World Bank, advised that if you want to be an effective leader, listen to and accept with humility the feedback that comes from your team. Jeff Weiner, executive chairman of LinkedIn, advised that you could do anything you set your mind to. Ilya Pozin, founder of Seplex, advised, most of us are trained to believe that practice makes perfect, but the best advice I've ever received preaches the exact opposite. Don't be a perfectionist. Today I embrace this, but when I first heard this 7 years ago, I refused to accept it. Anand Chandrasekaran, former entrepreneurial product leader at Yahoo, advised that always cultivate a beginner's mind. In the beginner's mind, the possibilities are endless. In an expert's mind, the possibilities are few. The success of Elon Musk. Innovator, disruptor, game changer. These words are synonymous with Elon Musk. How else can you refer to the man who founded PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla? For Musk, another day in the office means launching a Tesla Roadster into orbit. Many of us can learn from this real-life Iron Man, whether we're hoping to be an innovative entrepreneur or employee. Elon's best advice for success focuses on investing in yourself and helping others in their successes. He emphasizes that people should do things that are useful to others and contribute more than they consume. Based on his personal experience, Musk notes that the more you read, learn, and talk to different kinds of people, the more your mind will open. What is Elon Musk's best advice for young people? Musk was a guest on artificial intelligence researcher Lex Fridman's podcast. He talked for over 2 hours about colonizing Mars, the future of Tesla, cryptocurrency, and even stand-up comedy and his cameo on Rick and Morty. As the richest man in the world, Musk also has shared his best advice for success, specifically for young people. Here are the 3 things he says you need to focus on. Number 1, try to be useful. Try to be useful. Do things that are useful to your fellow human beings, to the world. Are you contributing more than you consume? Try to have a positive net contribution to society. Musk admits that this is not easy to do. He uses the example that you shouldn't try to be a leader just so you can have the title or prestige. Musk has found that often the best leaders are the ones who don't want to be one at all and are focused on living a useful life and figuring out how they can have the most positive impact. Number 2, read a lot of books. I encourage people to read a lot of books. Just read. Basically try to ingest as much information as you can and try to also just develop a good general knowledge and talk to people from different walks of life and different industries and professions and skills and occupations. Like, just try. Learn as much as possible. From an early age, Musk has always focused on expanding his knowledge. By the age of 8, Musk was reading 10 hours a day. He ran out of books to read at the library, so he decided to read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. According to Musk, reading the encyclopedia is a super fast shortcut to figuring out what subjects you enjoy. You'll never know what you are interested in unless you know those subjects exist. After reading a few paragraphs on a topic, you can just move on if you are not interested. Reading a broad range of topics can help you find areas where there is an overlap of your talents and what you're interested in. Number 3, have a grow the pie mindset. If you have a zero-sum mindset, then the only way to get ahead is by taking things from others. But this is false. It's much better to work on adding to the economic pie. Like I said, creating more than you consume. To have a grow the pie mindset, you should celebrate the success of others. There is no need to always be in competition with others while believing that resources are scarce. Musk says that promoting others grows the pie. Success advice from Jeff Bezos. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Jeff Bezos is a successful entrepreneur. In 1994, he founded Amazon.com, an online bookstore that would go on to become the world's largest e-commerce retailer. Today, Amazon's worth is billions of dollars, and Bezos himself is one of the top 10 richest men in the world. So what's his secret? Here are Jeff Bezos' 4 best tips for aspiring entrepreneurs looking to achieve similar levels of success. Number 1, think big. Think big is one of the leadership principles at Amazon. It states, thinking small is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Leaders create and communicate a bold direction that inspires results. They think differently and look around corners for ways to serve customers. Thinking big helps you constantly improve and continuously innovate. He believes that entrepreneurs need to be constantly evolving and looking for new ways to improve their products and services. Number 2, take risks. As a company grows, everything needs to scale, including the size of your failed experiments. If the size of your failures isn't growing, you're not going to be inventing at a size that can actually move the needle. Bezos knows that not all good bets will ultimately pay out, but notes this kind of large-scale risk-taking is part of the service we as a large company can provide to our customers and to society. Number 3, always focus on the customer first. Bezos believes the most important thing for entrepreneurs is to always focus on the customer. Leaders start with the customer and work backward. They work vigorously to earn and keep customer trust. Although leaders pay attention to competitors, they obsess over customers. He believes that if you make your customers happy, everything else will fall into place. Number 4, be passionate. Bezos has said that one of the most important pieces of advice he can give entrepreneurs is to be passionate. He believes that if you're working on something you're passionate about, you'll be more likely to stick with it even when times are tough. You'll also be competing against other people who are passionate. In business, there will always be tough times. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, it'll be too easy to throw in the towel when things get challenging. Jeff Bezos is one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time, so when he gives advice, it's definitely worth listening to. Warren Buffett's words on gaining success. Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, has solidified his place as arguably the greatest investor of all time. His success tips go far beyond investing and aim at helping you live a more successful life. Number 1, say no to almost everything. The mega mogul once said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." This advice in practice may mean saying no many times to things that don't serve you and saying yes to the few things that truly matter to advance your personal mission in life. Number 2, face down your fears. Buffett gives his followers a priceless lesson on courage, stated in 4 powerful words. Face down your fears. Buffett advises young and old not to allow fear to limit them from accomplishing the things they need to do to become successful. Number 3, play the long game. Buffett said, typically, those people hell-bent on making hasty, impulsive choices are also the ones focused on short-term gains and instant gratification. This is the antithesis of the Buffett way. Number 4, surround yourself with people more successful than you. Buffett has always advised that success relies on surrounding yourself with the right people. He said, pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours and you'll drift in that direction. As the famous saying goes, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Make sure to associate with those who can potentially help you learn new things, grow, and advance your career. This is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Stay connected with Grounded Virals.